Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to dive into a question real quick that I think is so important when it comes to selling. No matter what you sell, this is going to be applicable. I got a question yesterday on my Instagram post, and it says, I love seeing your post about sales. Yesterday, I had a phone call where the person asked if I thought I could help them, and it felt like a super awkward moment for me. So, a few things here. Number one, what's most important is what part of the phone call this is in. If someone's asking you at the very beginning if you think you can help them, and your first response is, yes, of course I can help you. A lot of people do that because they want the sale, and it turns that prospect off because you don't know anything about their business yet. I know I can help people in sales, but until I understand their business, I'm not 100% certain. So we have to make sure that we understand this person's business before we can ever even help them. Think about if you were to go to a doctor and say like, hey doc, my knee's hurting. And right when you walk in, okay, yep, you need surgery. That's what it is. We need to give you surgery. You'd be like, whoa. Or if you go to a mechanic and you say that your car's making a weird noise over the phone, and they say, okay, you know what? It probably sounds like you're going to need a new engine in that car before ever diagnosing it. So think of your sales process as a very consultative style approach where you're diagnosing their problem. That's really what we should be doing. Initially though, this is something that's very important. I always pre-frame this before the call even starts. So think about this. If you're hearing a lot of objections or a lot of concerns on a call, it is most likely because you didn't pre-frame them ahead of time. So what I do on almost every single sales call that I'm on, I say, hey, I'm very excited for us to get to talk today. I'm going to ask you a few questions to dive into your business. And overall, if I think I can help you, I'll go ahead and let you know what it's going to cost for us to work together. And if not, I'm going to maybe point you in the right direction of someone that can. I open with that for a few reasons. It's something I just made up, but psychologically, there's a few different levels to that. Number one, I let them know ahead of time, I'm going to ask questions and this is why. That way, when I do go to get deep and when we do go to talk about things, they don't think that I'm interrogating them. And they also don't have that feeling of being uncomfortable explaining so much about their business and their finances because I already let them know that's how the call is going to go. Another thing I did was I said, if I think I can help you, I'll let you know how much it's going to cost. But if I don't, there's going to be no fee whatsoever. I'm just going to point you in the right direction. And what I did psychologically to that prospect right there is they've now dropped their guard and they got a sense of relief knowing, hey, wow, so this guy is not going to try to pitch me if he doesn't think he can help me. And it just really built a deep sense of rapport and connection and really trust because I let that person know I have your best interest in mind. Anytime you're selling, you should 100% have your prospect's best interest in mind before your paycheck. That is a must, no matter what you sell. Also, by not saying right away, I can help you, you build that want factor. Think about like if you were ever on a date with someone and they're just going after you so hard. When we chase things, they tend to get away from us. So it builds that want factor when you don't fully go after someone and say, I can help you, because you really shouldn't know until you ask questions to understand the structure of their business. And this is for no matter what you're doing, you should understand the structure of their problem before you ever offer a solution. Another thing, it's important, as I mentioned, to know what part of the phone call you're on to understand how you want to respond to this. Now, here's one way. If someone said, well, Cody, do you think you can help me? I would probably say, well, I don't know, John. Do you think I can help you? And what's happening there is that I'm reframing it back to them. And what's going to happen are one of two things, and they're both beautiful. Number one, they're going to start to explain all the reasons why they think that you can help them and say, well, yeah, you said your program goes over role playing and objection handling, and that's exactly what I need. Yeah, I'd say I agree with you, John. We're going to dive deep into that because I understand where you're at in your business, and this is going to be a key to helping you reach that next level. Or they might say, well, you know what, Cody, it sounds great, but I'm still worried that I can't get that sales confidence like other people get. And what have they just done? They've explained to me their concern. It's a great question to ask because you're getting valuable information. They're either going to start to close themselves or they're going to bring up their concerns that they're having so you can help them address that. And it's a beautiful way to uncover more about their concerns or whatever they're thinking in their head. It's a great way for them to offer that advice to you. All right, guys, thank you for watching. If you'd like to take this information a layer deeper and have me help you apply this to your life and your business so you can close more sales ethically and make more money, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. I'd love to go over this stuff, things that I love, that I've taught hundreds of people over multiple different industries now. they're timeless because they're not different closing strategies for how to hard close someone. It's understanding the psychological reasons of why people buy and why they don't. Talk to you soon.